Yeah. Hello everyone. This today we are with Sumit. Sumit is a friend, and also we've known each other since I am there. So I think 11 years now, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. 11,
It's 11.
almost
Yeah.
12 years now. February,
12
yeah.
years,
12, yeah.
long time. And he's been with HT. He's been with media strategy. He's also an entrepreneur, and he's been a mentor to me, and in a lot of way as I've known. He's also written with me, um, and he was a gold medalist of our IIM batch. So a lot of hats that he's been wearing, and my journey of this 11 years of our friendship, we've kind of seen and been a very it's actually a very self-awareness journey because we've seen a lot of ups and downs professionally, personally, both of us. So he was my when I wanted to call Sumit, I was really keen on having him on board because self-awareness is something that I wanted to be to for him to be a part of and know his journey and share it with everyone. So here you go, Sumit. My first question to you on that front would be, what is your journey of self awareness? When I talk about self awareness, and I know how you feel about it, I have an inkling, but then what is your feeling about it? How do you feel when I talk about self awareness? Over to you.
So, first of all, I think greetings to everyone who will get to see this recording. Whichever day part, night part you are in, thank you so much for viewing this. On a lighter note, now you know why Nupur says that I wear so many hats. You can see my skinhead. So, that's the reason why I have to wear so many hats. Okay. So, starting off, Nupur first, thank you very much. I think both of us have been trying to get on this session for quite a while, now, trying to figure out how do we do it. And thank you taking time out on a national holiday, sparing time, and then recording this. So, self-awareness for me, the way I look at this entire aspect is that you consciously try to know yourself. It's not an element of subconscious that you are trying to figure out who you are. No, you consciously make that effort to know who you are. You consciously make that effort to know your likes, dislikes. Uh, you yourself dissect your own character to figure out what constitutes you. What are your motives when you're doing a particular thing, you're taking a particular action, you're taking a particular decision? Oh, it's about feelings, knowing exactly what your feelings are. So I would say that for me, self-awareness starts with a conscious ability to start knowing yourself. It's not a subconscious exercise. And I think a lot of people, if I would say, that generally look at somebody else to tell them about themselves. I think that's one part of it. The bigger and the larger part of it has to start from you. So you yourself have to be a starting point on that.
Uh, you yourself have to realize that you are a starting point, and you yourself have to understand uh, when was it that you realized that, and how was it that you realized that you have to come to that point, where this is an important journey. Self awareness is something that you realize, क्योंकि अक्सर ये हो जाता है कि हम लोग चलते रहते हैं, एंड हाउ डज दैट सिंक इन कि भैया मुझे अपने बारे में जानेंगे, this will help me, this is that knowledge is going to help me. Did that ever happen to you in your course of life?
So, the way I look at it, a lot of us depend on people around us to give us a feedback, how we are. We are like an X personality or a Y personality or a Z personality. Now, as keep walking through life, you realize that after a point of time, you're confused. because everyone you meet is viewing you through their lens, and they give you a feedback through their lens. It's no
Correct.
surprise you come across somebody during the morning who says, "Yeah, are you so gentle?" And by the time you are, in an evening party, you come across someone and saying, "Damn it, you are so sharp, you are so aggressive."
Sumit, your voice is
Something which is entirely because if you keep only listening to. Uh, so I'll just repeat that. So you can come across very contrasting feedback within the day. Morning you meet someone who says, "Oh, you're so gentle." Evening you meet someone who says, "Oh yeah, you were so in your face. You was not so gentle, you're not so calm." And then you're like, "Who I am?" Morning I got to hear something else. Evening I got to hear something else, and this keeps on going every day in life. Now, my sense is, how many personalities will you take if you keep listening to people? You have to somewhere stop and start listening to yourself.
Sumit. No.
Somewhere stop and start evaluating yourself consciously. Confused.
Yes. Sumit, actually, this connection issue. So the camera is, yeah, much better. So how has that affected? And in fact, when that realization did come with time, that you have to stop realizing and stop listening to people, and start, how did that realization change your view of life, change you as a personality? It's like that's a transition, that's a definite transition, right? Because एक तरफ आप पहले जा रहे थे कि लोग क्या कहते हैं, and people's view of me, and the second day immediately, and then after a point of time, it's kind of an epiphany. So once you realize that it's an epiphany, you suddenly start viewing yourself differently, and you say to yourself कि अब मुझे अपने ढांचे में ढालना है. So how did that change your view of the world, and how did that change not just view of the world, but also your approach to the world? How did that happen, number one, and how did that happen?
So, I would say that self-awareness at a point of time. Self-awareness has been more of a as a point of time. And it's a never-ending thing about yourself. Every passing day, you realize some new facet of yourself. There is a lot of, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, I'll just pick up the thread from where I last left. For me, self-awareness hasn't been a point of time. It has been a journey, and it's a continuous journey. Uh, for me, it has made me there is a lot of internal strength. If you are aware about yourself, that internal strife goes away. Your mind is aligned, your heart is aligned. And once that happens, you have a lot of equanimity, you have a lot of calm, you have a lot of peace. I would use the word very simply that before fighting anyone else, a lot of us end up fighting ourselves.
Correct.
It does away with that because you're not fighting yourself, you're aligned. So for me as a person, uh, I might be jumping the gun, but I think it has not been anything short of being transformation.
I agree on that. See, the point that I think is very very valuable here for me as a takeaway is when we are um, aware of ourselves, we are
Mm,
um, calm, we are not fighting others. So that
mm,
particular point has been uh, something which kind of which mm, really helpful. One thing
mm,
that we also play a lot of roles in our lives. We are
mm.
professional, we are working, we are we have our families, we are parents. How does self-awareness help in different roles?
See, so as I said, when you are internally at peace with yourself, you are calm, then irrespective of the role you are playing, you know that your thoughts and your actions are aligned. It does not matter which hat you are wearing, that of a parent, that of a friend, that of a brother, sister, professional, personal hat. It's immaterial at that point of time. Because all what you are doing is, it's like view it as a stage. You come in, you play one part as an actor, go back, change your dress, come play another part as actor, go back, change, play your third part as actor. So all of us are doing what when we are changing roles? We are actors. But as long as you are internally calm, it doesn't matter what role you get. You can play it. It's as simple as that.
And how is it fulfilling? Because does in that role, because then you're just switching on. So is self-awareness also fulfilling?
Definitely. You see, self awareness is not something which pushes you for a role. Self awareness is a state of your mind, self awareness is a state of your feeling. If you are internally calm, you are internally aligned, you know exactly who you are, then there is no problem. No, irrespective of what role do you get, you are wiser. It doesn't mean that you are playing every role. Wiseness also comes from the fact that you know which roles to pick up and which not.
So you become
Uh,
better at prioritizing.
I would use the word you become better at judging what is good for me. Prioritizing is the second stage when you know these six things I need to do. Therefore, in these six, this is the order: one, two, three, four, five, six. I'm saying you exactly start and then realizing, do I need to add this thing to my bucket of the seventh thing or the eighth thing, or do I stay away?
So you choose your battles.
So I would simply say that I choose my battles and I also choose how do I fight them. I just don't go there and say, okay, now this is my battle, and then I realize, oh shit, I don't know how to fight.
Um, Another thing that I wanted to ask you was that uh, has it ever happened so that you've kind of been in a session or in a formal session where you've been kind of uh, learned self-awareness, where you've where you've been it has been facilitated for you the entire session, or were you handheld by a mentor, or it was just an experiential journey for you?
So formally, if you are asking me, attended some session just to know about self-awareness, or probably reached out to somebody, let me use that word, to help me be more self-aware. No, I don't think so. I've sought any such kind of a, if I may use the word, professional help. Uh, but for me, I would use the word, it has been a journey by myself. And as I said, you meet people, uh, you keep hearing their feedback. you keep listening to them, and then suddenly you start thinking, am I like that? I don't think so. Who am I? Or maybe is it something that I did early in journey, if you were to ask me? Bereft.
Yeah, thank you. And finally, a couple of last few questions that I wanted to ask was that who do you think your crusaders were in terms of any journey, uh, even the self-awareness one, even the ones that you would feel that where you were not you were doing it on your own, you would always find people who would not just people who are giving you feedbacks about who you are, but generally people who were kind of supporting you towards that discovery. So were there people who were your crusaders to this journey of you know of
So, so I don't think for me it was a crusade. A crusade is something like you go around trying to change something which was there, a rebel with a cause or something of that. So no, I don't think that was a crusade for me. Yeah, but one important element is who did you listen to, and who are the people, and who did you reach out to, made you realize. So I have this very simple concept in my life, which I say the spokes in my wheel of life. For me, life is more like a wheel, and for a wheel, the logical aspect is motion, and as the strength of the wheel comes more from the spokes inside the wheel. So for me, there are certain spokes in my wheel of life. uh, I started listening more carefully to them because I realized one thing, that a lot of people have motives, but then people who are the spokes in your wheel of life, they don't have any selfish motive. They have only one motive, that uh, you become a better person.
correct.
Uh, so therefore, for me, listening to myself, spending time with myself, is the most important thing. And the biggest thing for me, if you ask me what was my crusade was to find time to spend with myself. A lot of people find time, a lot of us find time to spend with friends, family, X, Y, Z. But in the whole thing, we don't spend time in ourselves. So for me, if you are, what was the crusade? Crusade was only to find time for myself. The other thing is I started listening to a lot of spokes in the wheel of my life, giving them more attention, understanding what they were saying, because I realized after a period of time that they are the ones who will be with me through thick and thin, and that's what helped me. So crusade, no. Uh, as a journey, definitely yes. Experiential aspect of it, and I think it's something which doesn't have a milestone. It's a continuous journey of self-awareness. You
Absolutely.
keep evolving as a person, and what you are today might not be in times to come. So therefore, it's a continuous evaluation exercise.
It is, no doubt about it. So I think anything and yeah, one important thing that I have often felt is that we at our age and at our you know where we are at life, we've come by with a lot of experience. Now I often feel that the generation which is coming out now, people who are coming 20 years, they, if we kind of give them something which they can learn in, and I'm not saying that they would not have their own set of experiences, but if some bit of it that we can give them as sort of our experience sharings, अब इसको wisdom बोलोगे या फिर sort of क्या कहेंगे आप, experiential learning बोलोगे या अपने experiences से कुछ उनको सिखाएंगे. So what is your bit that you would probably, and would that help them, number one, and second, uh, what would be your wisdom that you would want to pass on as someone who has already been through different paths, different journey, like some of it you have already said, instead of listening to others, listen to yourself. You come to that feeling, me time for myself was a crusade. So
Correct.
those are like, so what again is something that and something which was very very strong for me was internal calm, peace, kind of figures everything out. So
Right.
it so what it would be, what your message, तो थोड़ा फिल्म में हो जाता है, but then that's exactly what I would like to say, कि क्या हो जाता है, क्या है जो आज के बच्चों को, या फिर आज के जो अभी वर्कफोर्स में आ रहे हैं, या फिर इवन हमारे बच्चों को हम बोलना चाहेंगे या फिर कंसिस्टेंटली उसके लिए तैयार करेंगे, now that you are coming into this, so what is it that you would want to kind of tell them?
No, but so two parts to what you said. What is it that you want to tell them, and sharing your experiences? So definitely, I would want to share my experiences. Look, uh, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already there.
Absolutely.
I might as well build a better vehicle with that wheel. Let me put it that way, or I might as well put that wheel to a better use. So why do I reinvent the wheel? So I'll definitely share my experiences. Do I want to impart them in a very cliched word, gyan? No. If you were to ask me, what do I want to, you know, imbibe in them? Very simple stuff. Spend time with yourself. Be true to yourself, and let them live their own experiences and their life. You see, in the starting itself, I said we always tend to view ourselves with the lenses of others. If I start giving the gyan, what am I doing? I'm telling them, view yourself from my lens. Why? I might as well tell them, spend time with yourself. Take half an hour off every day, maybe go for a walk, maybe listen to music, maybe sit quietly, do whatever you enjoy. Just be yourself in that half an hour, and then realize as to who you are. One must be able to, as I, very, again, a very simple phrase, remove the shaft from the wheat. You must know what people tell you, how much of objectivity is there and how much of subjectivity is there. So if I have realized something that one should steer clear of gyan and spend some time with your inner self, that's the first thing which I would want to, if I may use the word imbibe. Sharing experience is something else. You share, this happened to me. Eh, But the moment you say, okay, so then you should not do this because this happened to me, that is gyan. So I would not want them to, force fed with a gyan.
Makes sense. uh, so it from my side, Sumit. I it was the reason that I'd called you is because I've always seen you as someone who doesn't mince words, who actually says what is required to be said, and that is a quality that I've learned from you over the past 7 years. Frankly, 7 years. पहले 3 साल में नहीं सीखी थी, 7 साल में सीखी है.
I'm glad you said that, yeah. I thought I wasn't worth anything for the first 4 years.
Like,
And only
मुझे
realized
सीखने में
after
time लगा, that is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that is ऐसा नहीं है. So the idea is, yes, self-awareness. See, I'm being very self-aware right now. You have to understand this is also a path to self-awareness as to when you learn something and when you don't. So yeah, that is what my awareness has done for me. I have realized my learning trajectory. I've realized when I learn and when I don't. But thank you so much for coming in, Sumit. It was a beautiful interaction, and I hope that I have been and I hope that I just carry on, because मुझे ये लगता है कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा my entire effort is to pass on the like what I said, not reinvent the wheel and help coming generations just kind of learn from whatever we have kind of learned, already learned, and not reinvent. Exactly what you say.
I
So
think go a step further, get people into that learning attitude, because the moment I think we start uh, forcing down our learning, what we're doing, that's what I feel. We are somehow drawing an artificial boundary, because what we are saying is this is what I have learned and this is what you should learn. So there's a boundary.
I
Push the
think
envelope.
this orientation, कि आपको ना, you don't have to
Yes,
tell them what to learn. You have to tell them why we did this, and then you have to give them a sort of कि this is how we did it. But then you kind of give them a process and you let them make their own. Uh, Frankly, I think
correct. So that's
today's
what.
generation is more than capable, and in some manners with the technology, they're more capable than we are to go
Yeah, absolutely.
places that we don't have answers to. They have questions and we don't have answers. So I don't think so we're capable enough to give them answers to their questions in the manner they want. So what we do
Correct.
need is to kind of help them seek answers, basically seek answers, and tell them this is the way we kind of reached our solutions. You could take something if it helps you. Otherwise, you kind of, we are there to support you if you need us. It's as
Absolutely.
simple as that. It's like we offer support and then they have their path made. But they need to know that there is somebody standing behind it. It's as simple as that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Um,
Thank
and
you.
finally, I got hold of you. So thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording now.
Yeah.